Walk into any studio where a creator is struggling, and the room will be littered with ghosts. In this workshop, they take the form of headless statues, half-carved chair legs, and empty, unfinished bowls. Kaelen sits in the middle of this clutter, his head heavy in his hands. The exhaustion on his face isn't from a lack of sleep. It's the physical weight of a dozen projects he couldn't see through to the end. He is a man of immense talent. His hands are calloused and his technique is sharp, yet he is paralyzed. He has the skill to build anything, but he cannot finish a single thing. These abandoned pieces have turned his workspace into a graveyard of ideas. Each one represents a moment where his focus fractured, leaving behind a piece of wood that will likely end up as kindling. Kaelen describes this as drowning in the valley's fog. He starts with a grand vision, but as soon as the work gets difficult, the why disappears, and he finds himself lost in a thick, suffocating mist of his own making. The cycle is beginning to crush him. With every failed start, his confidence drops, his expensive timber is wasted, and he fears that he is simply a man who will never leave a mark on the world. Raw talent is an engine with no steering wheel. Kaelen is proving that, without a way to direct his effort, all of his skill is just noise. His struggle isn't about the wood, it's about his inability to navigate. The cycle breaks when Alistair steps into the light. He is a traveler who has seen 1,000 workshops like this, and he carries a lantern that seems to push back more than just the physical shadows. Alistair identifies the problem immediately. He tells the young man that while he has the hands of a master carver, he is currently trying to navigate the ocean without a compass or a map. To fix the work on the bench, Kaelen has to stop looking at the wood and start looking at his process. He needs a system to bridge the gap between a thought and a finished object. Alistair clears away the dust and lays out a sheet of parchment. It's time to draw a path out of the fog. He draws a single glowing star at the top. The star is your vision. It is the ultimate why behind the project, the destination that doesn't change no matter how thick the fog gets. Without a vision to look toward, you are just rowing a boat in circles. You're working hard, but you're not actually going anywhere. Below the star, he draws 4 stones. These are the goals. They are the concrete, actionable tasks that move you forward 1 yard at a time. A vision without these goals is just a daydream. You can see the star, but you have no way to climb toward it, so you eventually give up. But goals without a vision are just a checklist of chores. You might be moving, but the work feels empty and robotic because you've forgotten why you started. You need both. When your daily tasks are physically linked to your ultimate goal, that connection creates a line of sight that cuts right through the mist. This is the discipline of the master. You keep your eyes on the star so you don't get lost, but you keep your focus on the stone beneath your feet so you don't trip. Months of quiet, incremental progress have passed, and the morning sun has finally burned away the valley's fog. The air is clear for the first time in Kaelen's life. A crowd has gathered in the square, whispering in anticipation as they look toward a massive object draped in a heavy gray canvas tarp. Kaelen stands before them, and the change is striking. The frantic, exhausted look is gone. He has spent the last season finishing 1 panel at a time, 1 hinge at a time, never letting the scale of the project pull him back into the mist. He grabs the canvas and pulls the tarp away. This is the physical proof of what happens when a creator learns to finish. Standing 12 feet tall, the oak cathedral doors glow in the morning light. The panels show a history carved in deep relief, rolling hills, stars, and figures moving upward. The craftsmanship is steady and unbroken from top to bottom. Alistair stands in the back of the crowd, nodding slowly. He tells Kaelen that the fog didn't lift because the weather changed. It lifted because Kaelen decided to stop wandering. Kaelen looks at the deep amber finish, but his real satisfaction comes from the internal quiet. He has proven to himself that he can follow a map from the first cut to the final polish. True mastery is the ability to walk into the fog and know exactly how to find your way back out. Kaelen is no longer at the mercy of his own aimlessness. He has the stones to lead him home.